This is problem number 4 from the Chapter 4 Closure packet. We have 3 equations that we're solving for x. So, letter A is the one we'll start with. It has 2 times the quantity of 3x minus 5 is equal to 6x minus 4. So to get started on this one, we need to simplify that left side first. So we're going to go ahead and distribute this 2 through. 2 times 3x is going to be 6x. 2 times negative 5 is going to be negative 10. And then we'll bring down what we have on the other side. And now when we look at it, right, we need to get our x's together. So I would end up subtracting a 6x from each side. And what we'll notice is going to happen right here is, right, 6x and negative 6x will cancel out on both sides. And we're now left with negative 10 is equal to negative 4. And certainly we know that's not a true statement, so therefore we are going to conclude that there are no solutions to this equation. Remember, if it cancels out and it's left with a true statement, there would be an infinitely many solutions there. You could say in that case there all real numbers would work because it's an equation. All right, let's go on to B. For B, we have x minus 3 times x plus 4, and we say that equals x squared plus 4. So let's start with this left side here, and let's just use a little space over on the left to go ahead and multiply. We have x minus 3 times x plus 4. So we'll start out here with this x times x, which is going to give us x squared. Then we'll do this x times this 4, which is going to give us 4x. And then we've got negative 3 times this x would give us a negative 3x. And then lastly, we'd have this negative 3 and this positive 4. When we multiply those, we're going to get negative 12. So combining it all together, we should have x squared. Remember, these are going to go together, so we'd have 4 and negative 3 would give us a positive 1, so plus x, and then minus 12. Right now that equals x squared plus 4. Well, we need to get all of our x squareds together. If we take an x squared and we subtract it from each side, it looks like it's going to end up canceling both of them out totally. Now we're left with x minus 12 is going to equal 4. And then when we add our 12 to each side, we now have x is equal to 16. Okay, so right now that's looking like what that's going to be the answer. Let's plug it in and check. 16 minus 3 times 16 plus 4 should equal 16 squared plus 4. Well, this is going to give us 13 times 20, which is going to be 260. And let's check on the right side. 16 squared is 256. And when we add 4, we also get 260. So it looks like it is all good. Our answer there is x equals 16. So letter A, no solutions. Letter B, x equals 16. And I think there is one more for us to do, letter C. So let's get started on that one. We have the 3x plus 1 times x plus 2. Let's take it and set up our generic rectangle, or the box. So 3x plus 1, x plus 2. Let's multiply. 3x times x is 3x squared. 3x times positive 2, 6x. Positive 1 times x is going to be a positive x. And then we've got positive 1 times positive 2 is going to give us a positive 2. And we'll combine the like terms and write it out. We have 3x squared plus 7x plus 2. And right now, that's going to equal, so we look at this side, it's just a monomial times a binomial, so we'll just distribute that through. 3x and x gives us 3x squared, and 5 times x is 5x. And my microphone is almost out of battery, so I'm going to just kind of continue through this, try to solve it as quickly as I can. Right, let's get our x squareds together, and we'll notice in this case that they both end up canceling out, leaving us with 7x plus 2 is equal to 5x. And you can do this any which way you want. I'm not afraid of negative numbers, so I'm going to go ahead and just subtract 7x from each side. I get 2 is equal to negative 2x, so that when we divide it by negative 2, we're going to get negative 1 is equal to x. Okay, so that looks like that's our answer. I'm going to plug it in so we can check it. We're going to do 3 times negative 1 plus 1. And then we've got a negative 1 plus 2. And that should equal a negative 1 times 3 times negative 1 plus 5. So just be careful as you're going through it. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. Plus 1 would be negative 2. We have this negative 1 plus 2 is going to be just 1. So the left side is going to give us negative 2. On the right side, we've got 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. Plus 5 is going to give us 2. So right now we've got negative 1 times 2, which also gives us negative 2. And we know that that one is correct. So our answer, x equals negative 1. That's it for this problem number 4 from the Chapter 4 Closure packet. Thanks for watching.